Hello and welcome, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler, also known as the Ches, and this is Chezzy Cøunts, where I try to bring humor and entertainment to the EDM space. And Interval Audio, once again, they like to just slide into my DMs and be like, yo, I got something for you. So I'll probably get this up the day it comes out, but I have technically been given early access to check out this little compilation here. I'm hoping it's not quite as wild as the last compilation that I was sent from them. You should definitely watch that video, because if I had to suffer through that, I think you should as well. But today we're here with, I think, a legitimate compilation, SCYTHE NET. We've got 10 tracks here. Sorry, 11 tracks. We've got 11 tracks here, all from different artists. I think only one of them have I heard of prior, so this will be a new experience for me. We're going in blind with a bunch of artists I've never heard of, and that's always exciting. I don't know what to expect, but I guess we'll find out together. I also just want to say, I don't know if it's the same person that runs the social medias and everything, the one that I've interacted with, but if it is you, whomever it is that does make the artwork for the albums and the compilations and stuff, I know you like do the modeling and put it together yourself. So props to you. That's talent. I respect it. I always like the look of them. They're very cool. But anyway, let's get started with the first track, Trauma Impulse by Cøunts. Just starting off with some speed. We've got some speed up in here. This is a type of song I have not heard on the channel yet, so. God. Yeah, sure. Hearing this in a club would go crazy. There's just some screaming in the background. Those kicks be fat, well nourished. A little exhausting though, a little exhausting. 4 minutes of this is gonna drain me. It's also not really evolving too much, but we are only a minute in. Yeah. This is a very traumatic song. This is trauma in audio form. Right back to it. We're not letting up. We're gonna keep going. Yeah. I thought we were gonna have a break, but they just brought the kicks right back. There's no time to rest. Ain't no rest for the wicked. It just keeps going. Like, the production seems pretty solid. Everything feels fairly well mixed. Obviously has a ton of energy. The grittiness of like the other sounds in there, it's gritty. I like that, but it is very repetitive. It doesn't really change too much. I don't think it needed to be 4 minutes long. I think at a good 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, that would have been a good sweet spot. Cause oh my God, takes my breath away. Yeah, what a start. What a start. I feel like I was just being punched for 4 minutes straight. I think I got my thoughts out. It's produced pretty well. It's got a lot of energy. It was too long and didn't change enough for me personally. It's not the type of music I would normally listen to, but if it was like half as long, I feel like I could put it on almost like a meme just to like get things thumping. I'll probably show people this song because it's weird. Chaotic and energetic, but yeah, not necessarily for me. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I'm excited. Next up is Ballad of the Crow by FLUCC. This is an interesting opening here. Also, another long song. This is a 5-minute song. Okay. Interesting little inserts of percussion. Just a random little hat or something. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Don't know if I should be excited or worried. Got some more fat kicks. Everything else is kind of dropped away. Okay, interesting. There's an interesting transition into this. Everything else just kind of faded away and then the kicks picked up. Feels very experimental. Very unconventional, but I'm finding it interesting. And with kicks like these, I mean, obviously you're just gonna be bouncing a little bit. The body's gonna be moving. I can't say that I'm not grooving. Everything about this is just a little strange, a little weird, a little off. Getting a lot of fat kicks so far between these first two songs. Who doesn't appreciate a good fat kick? Thick kick. K-I-C-C. These are some thick kicks. Yeah. Getting some slight changes to the sounds. And again, it's produced well. It's just not necessarily my type of thing. And it's obviously relying heavily on the kicks and just wah. Not enough meat on them bones to really keep my interest, but still produced well. Still fun. So next up, we've got Allergy Season by KAIFU, which I actually recorded a reaction to this a couple days ago, but I didn't post it yet. So I can't really react to it for the first time again. So I'm just gonna splice in that footage. So for this next song, I'm gonna look different. I'm gonna be wearing something different. Just deal with it. I recorded this a couple days ago, but let's check out Allergy Season by KAIFU. Okay. That dinging on like some metal. The melody's kind of interesting. I don't even know what this vibe is at the moment. You know, I can't tell what he's saying. What? Okay, sure. Whatever you're saying. I agree. Ah! Yay! Ow! Whoa! That's got a lot going on. This is a loud song. It's chaotic. There's a lot happening here. The production's good. It's just aggressive. It is in my face. I do feel like sneezing all of a sudden for some reason. I feel like I have built up phlegm. Mucus has accumulated in my body after listening to that. There was some good sound design in there. Some that was definitely in the hashtag too screechy for me territory. I don't know if this is something I would casually put on because it is the opposite of casual, but I'm not completely put off here. Okay, this is a little more tame, a little more somewhat normal. Oh, also I'm like monochrome right now. Just deal with it. I want to be part of the Blue Man group, but I'm not willing to commit to painting my body. Yeah, this drops pretty good. I'm digging this. One thing I do respect with any songs like this, I like that it keeps it changing. It keeps it moving. And the percussion is very well done. Ooh. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, there's a lot of cool little tiny sections in there with the percussion and the chaoticness. Again, energy. Ooh, energy. Overwhelmingly energized right now. So, yeah, wow, KAIFU. I feel like I've heard something by you before. You're not a completely new name to me. Oh no, I'm already following you on Spotify. I don't know when I followed you, but I am already following you. I must have found you through some other compilation or something. I'm debating on if I would throw that into a playlist and like listen to it consistently, but there was a lot to appreciate there. It's definitely a bit aggressive for me, and a lot of the noises are a little harsh for my ears for it to be something I would consistently come back to. But in terms of the structure and the way it's pieced together is really well done. The rhythm of it is definitely different. The percussion is good. The energy obviously is definitely there, and some of the sound design is very good. Just some of it is not for me, or it's a little too aggressive or too grating on the ears. And it's also very unique. It's not something I've really heard before. or at least I don't hear often. Because I like artists like this. I like artists like KAIFU where I'm not completely blown away, but at least at the very least you're doing something different. You don't sound like everybody else. You don't sound like just every other generic up and coming dubstep, electronic, heavy music producer out there. There's something there where I'm like, ooh, this is interesting. I could imagine with a little bit of time, or maybe if I go through some of your other songs, there's probably something that I like, or there's potential there. And that's exciting for me. I like to see where you go, what's coming next. I like to see it before it happens. Like, oh, something's happening here. He's about to start cooking. He's prepping. You know, he's getting all the ingredients. He's getting the cutting board. He's about ready to start cutting it up. Getting ready to cook. I'm ready to watch KAIFU cook, okay? We're preheating the oven right now. Cooking is about to begin. So, am I blown away by this? No. But was it interesting? And am I excited to see what KAIFU does next? Very much so. You're doing something right, KAIFU. Keep on producing, for sure. All right, I think that covered that song well enough. Let's keep it moving. Track number 4 is Valkyrie by CYNTHEZR, but spelled uniquely. I like that. CYNTHEZR. Let's go. We've got more kicks. We've got more kicks. I guess this is gonna be the whole compilation, just this very upbeat. I don't know what this technically is called. Not necessarily my style, but we're gonna take it in. We're gonna take it in, appreciate it for what it is. Like these vocal chops. Always a fan of well-used vocal chops. Got a little bit of a melody in there. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna need more than just kicks. That is what I request. A little more than just kicks. Yeah, see, this stuff it's not my jam. It's not my kind of jam. If there's, if I had peanut butter, I would still probably make a sandwich out of it. I'd still eat it, but not completely my taste. Like, to me, this music feels like I'm going to see a certain artist, whatever artist I really enjoy and want to see. But then there's an opener that has, an hour-long set or something of music that's relatively repetitive. It's got energy. It'll get the crowd moving. You'll be here. But really, you're just waiting for it to be over so that the main artist can come on. This feels like the opening soundtrack at a rave. Kicky, kick, 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 kick. We got them kicks. We got so many kicks. Kicks with the quicks and the tricks and the sticks. Okay, so yeah, we're still kind of on the same page that we were. I don't think we've turned the page yet. Again, production, pretty solid, but just not my type of production. It's not really the type of music I would necessarily put on, but I can appreciate it for what it is. But let's keep it moving. Next up is Prince of War by UNLEAZER. UNLEAZER? UNLEAZER.
The Prince of War.
Chaotic. Hey, this one's got me scared. Give me all them kicks. Let's go. Oh, God. God. Yee. At least this one's 2.5 minutes. That is a sweet spot that I said before. That's digestible for me. I don't know if I can do 5 minutes of this song. God! What is happening? It's so disgusting. I don't know if I mean that as a compliment or not. My heart rate went up. I wasn't even moving that much. Gotta check my pulse. Second drop. Let's go. I like this little build. That was kind of cool. Those kicks are fat. Hit me. I like this part. Then it just gets crazy. My God. Whew. Yeah. That is freaking wild, man. Yeah, that one's something else. That one's something. That's overwhelming. That one's a little crazy. Oh, okay. I guess all we could do is keep it moving, right? Right? Next up is INTOXIGRIN. INTOXIGRIN by MYRID. MYRID. Sure. I like the percussion. Weird sounds, but I like it. It's got a kind of cool little flow to it. Give me the real beat. Give me the real beat. Let's go. That's weird. This one's not really clicking. There's just that main kind of synth in there. This one's doing it for me. I like everything else though. I like the flow of it, and the extra little percussion-y sounds in there. But just that main screechy kind of synth is holding it back for sure.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah! Give it, give it! Not really feeling it, sorry. Yeah, just because the main focus there, the main synth was a little grating for me. Wasn't really into it. It kind of held back the rest of the song since it was such a prominent focus and so repetitive. Didn't really do it for me, that one. But next up, we've got Bot Funk by DJ SQR. Square? Is that how you're supposed to say it? DJ Square? I don't know, but Bot Funk. Short and sweet, only 1 minute and 43 seconds. That could be good or that could be terrible. Getting some like funk vibes. God, the mixing on this. Intentionally blown out. Some crazy sign chaining, very compressed. Oh, is that a laugh? Oh, 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 oh. I don't got much to say about that one, honestly. Not for me. That one was not for me. At one point, my tinnitus kicked in. My tinnitus went off. I heard a ringing in my ears. I don't know what that's about. Something happened. Maybe I've been poisoned. But let's keep it moving. Next up, we've got Mandatory Entertainment by WASTEWEAPON. Oh, crack that neck. Now I'm ready. We got that power, that punch, punch. Again, mostly relying on the kicks. That seems to be the theme here for this compilation. At least all the kicks have been different. Every song has had very different sounding kicks. I see the diversity, the creativity, the range that this type of music can have. And something like this, like if this was just part of another song, I would really enjoy this, but I don't want to listen to just this for 4 minutes straight. It doesn't do enough for me. But if this was like a little section of another song, I'd be like, oh shit. Oh yeah, it's popping off for a minute here. But I think if you're popping off, if you pop off for an extended period of time, you're no longer popping off. That's just your normal state. At that point, that's just who you are, you know? You're no longer popping off. It's like someone in the Olympics that just always gets gold. Like at some point, you're not really popping off anymore. We expect that of you. You just are that good. That's your normal. You're just superhuman. It's the same with this. You can't pop off for 4 minutes straight. Otherwise, this just becomes the standard. This becomes the expectation, and you no longer are exceeding it. Ting, 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 ting. Oh. 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 This also kind of sounds like a boss song, a really hard song in Dance Dance Revolution, where it's just like streams of arrows going. That's what this feels like to me. Again, I'm very, like, I still can appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate the production, but it just gets stale for me, despite the energy that these songs have, the thumpingness that these songs have. But we got a few more tracks, so we'll keep it going through to the end here. Next up is Peaceful Violence by Qlix. Quick Clicks. Clicks? Maybe it's Clicks. Okay. So we're incorporating another song here, kind of like a weird remix bootleg thing. A little more musicality here to this opening compared to some of the other songs. Liking the synths, the melody, liking the build up as a whole. What do we got for the drop? That's different from what we've been hearing. Okay. Wasn't expecting this. A little strange. Yeah, the sub is fat. The sub is, ooh. But these synths are very strange and chaotic. A lot of movement to them, and not necessarily in a way that I appreciate. And I think there's a little too much highs, a little too much treble. Something needs to be EQ'd a little bit. It's a little scratchy for me. At least we got something a little slower this time. I can breathe a little bit, just kind of vibe. Okay. I like the idea here. I'm not sure I'm completely on board for the execution, mainly because that the weird bass. It's kind of taking me out of it. Kind of structure of it, the layout of it is good. I like what we're doing here. The song is made in a way that I appreciate, but I think some of the sounds specifically are taking me out of it. It's doing everything right on paper. So that one definitely served as sort of a breath of fresh air. That was the most different one that we've heard so far. A lot slower by comparison. And again, I liked kind of the structure of it. I like how it was laid out. Just some of the sounds were a little strange, weren't really clicking for me. But in terms of what it was going for, I appreciated it. But I do have some complaints about the production or just the specific sounds themselves. So for that reason, I feel like it holds me back from really enjoying it. Next up is the penultimate track, Exit by Feel Sweet. Little percussion coming in here. A little bit of a flow coming. We're flowing. Not the most interesting or engaging opening so far. A little simple. I needed to add a little bit more. Add a layer or two, come on. I like it, but it's missing something. It's still kind of fun. I was kind of digging the bass line there, though. And again, the vocals, little vocal chops and stuff. Change it up for this piece. Make it, get me there, get me there. It's like almost there. It's almost there. Almost, but not quite. Let's go, let's go. Change it up. I mean, I like this the best. It just need, like, it would add another layer, should add another layer, which it kind of does, but then it changes the main sound into something I don't quite like as much. Like, it's doing what I want, but not in the way that I want. That one felt a little blue ball-y. It didn't quite get me there. It didn't quite get me off. It didn't get me to where I wanted it to be. But I like the idea. I like the concept for sure. But we're now at the final track here. Fallout 0.2. Fallout 0.2 by Ovmegacvrse or something like that. 2 minutes, almost exactly. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. A little quick synth in the background, adding some chaos. Let's go, let's go! That was strange. This is gonna be a strange one.
Aye.
The kicks aren't really coming through in the way I wanted to. Like they're kicking, but they're not thumping. Where's the thumps? Got some like break beat. I like the use of the space and the panning and everything. A lot going on. Me? Okay. It bop, 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 bada bop, 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 bada 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 bop. Yeah, these kicks aren't hitting the way that some of the other songs' kicks were hitting. Still got energy, still moving. And that synth is really carrying. There you go. Yeah, just focus on the synth. I like that. I'm cool with that. Just a quick little fade out. Okay, well that was SCYTHE.NET. I don't know what to say about all that. Other than maybe like 3 of them or so, I appreciated the production almost across the board. Again, most of them were very upbeat with just focusing on the kicks, but there was such a variety of kicks and sounds. I was able to see what can be done with a genre that maybe I don't normally gravitate towards. And I do like to sometimes step out of my comfort zone. I don't like to only listen to things that I know I'm gonna love. So this was definitely an experience. Was I won over? Probably not, but there were certain moments that I enjoyed for sure. And a lot of these songs in small bursts, or if they were cut down or something, I think I would get more enjoyment out of them. Having them all back to back like that became a little tiresome or repetitive, but there were some crowd pleasers in there. There were some that resonated with me more than others. So don't regret my experience. I think it's an interesting compilation for sure. Probably a step up from the previous joke one that I was sent before. I do have my sanity intact, so I think that's progress. That's definitely progress. I like to see different genres of music, different artists that I'm not used to seeing, just checking out what can be done, exploring different sound. There's definitely things I could appreciate here and that I did appreciate here, even if it's not necessarily something I would throw on myself. And that's what music is all about, finding the appreciation, even if it's not necessarily your cup of tea. But what did you guys think? What was your favorite song? Are you into this kind of music? And if so, let me know why. Try to explain it to me in as excruciating of detail as possible. Let me know what I should check out next. Interval audio. Obviously, you are always welcome in my DMs. I appreciate you sending me these things and giving me access. I really do appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. Thank you for the support as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one and keep on jamming out, my dudes. Peace.